Before the video starts, I would recommend the Holy Bible to read at the end of video. Please check out the link in the description. This day, the Father says, I am performing two different kinds of work on the inside of you. In the realm of my dominion, I am providing you with two extraordinary sources of strength through the power that I possess. Exousia and dunamis are the designations given to these powers. The phrase, exousia, refers to your position and authority within the kingdom. You have the ability to walk in the location that is rightfully yours as a child of the King because of the divine power. Over the course of your development and maturation, you will acquire the ability to accept this authority and let go of the transforming influence it has on your life. On the other hand, dunamis is a term that describes my presence that is both instantaneous and transformative. It is the power that is responsible for the manifestation of miracles and other supernatural phenomena. To answer your question, yes, you are currently enrolled in the School of the Spirit this very day. As you go through this training and instruction, I will show you how to smoothly move in the gifts of the Spirit. Through the power that I have given you, you will be able to prophesy, speak in languages, heal the sick, recognize spirits, and perform miracles. You have the ability to motivate other people and break the constraints of skepticism, pessimism, and religious beliefs via the outstanding demonstrations that you have performed. You are not only a bystander but rather a potent instrument in my hands during this process. Because of the amazing works that I am performing through you, your life will be a living testimony to those works. Although it is beneficial to draw motivation from the examples that others have established, I want you to be aware that the vocation that you have chosen is one of a kind and remarkable. Avoid putting yourself in a limiting position by focusing solely on the achievements of others. Your experiences with the manifestation of my Spirit will be extraordinary and unlike anything you have ever experienced before. I am taking you above and beyond the status quo and extending an invitation to you to actively participate in the accomplishment of my goals. From my perspective, you are a first-hand participant, someone who has direct experience with my power. As you accompany me on this journey of faith, allow yourself to be inspired by the immeasurable potential that is inside you. We will work together to eliminate uncertainty and skepticism, not only in your own life but also in the lives of people who are in your immediate vicinity. My cherished child, you can have peace of mind knowing that I will direct and instruct you at every stage of your journey. I am giving you the authority that I am giving you, and I want you to step out in trust so that you can see the tremendous and life-changing impact that my power is having through all of you. In this day and age, the Father declares, my kingdom is in you, and my kingdom is filled with righteousness, peace, and joy. As a result, you are brimming with an abundance of joy, peace, and righteousness, a ready supply that you may employ via faith to combat all of the deficiencies in your life. You are filled with the same tremendous delight that I am, and I see that joy within you as well. You have the ability to bring happiness to people who are without it, to bring serenity to those who are experiencing difficulties, and to be a calming presence to those who are on the edge of giving up. I am aware of the fact that you have been through a number of challenges, and I can see that you have struggled through a number of dry and challenging periods. On the other hand, I urge you to come out of hiding and embrace the joy that you feel. Even in the most desolate locations, you are like an explosion of joy, offering hope and happiness via your presence. You are going to bring joy and celebration to places where fear has made its presence known and where despair has taken control. With confidence, you will proclaim that the sky is not falling but rather that my kingdom is on its way to completion. It is not merely a brief and superficial enjoyment that you feel, rather, it is a delight that pours through you. It is a delight that is profound and genuine, and it originates from the very depths of my spirit. Joy is the kind of happiness that imbues life with significance and provides support to people who have given up hope. Because I have put you in a position of power, you should be prepared to make yourself available to those who come to you. Despite the fact that you might feel as though you have very little to contribute, keep in mind that the more you give, the more I will grow. You will experience an increase in happiness and blessings until you are completely brimming with my goodness. In the same way that Obed-Edom, who briefly preserved the Ark of the Covenant for King David, will become a dazzling example of my goodness in your life and even in your home, you will become a shining example of my goodness. You are going to draw blessings and favor, rather than finding yourself in a state of depression and hopelessness. People are going to be drawn to you and want to spend time with you. They could even come to your house to see the difference that you have established. In addition, when they inquire about the key to your happiness and hope, you will have the chance to talk about the close relationship you have with me. Those individuals who have given up hope and are sitting in a state of hopelessness may discover a ray of light via your excitement. They are going to become participants in the joy that comes from knowing me, and they are going to become partakers of that hope. As a result, my child, do not stop celebrating, for your happiness will serve as a guiding light for those who are in dire need of it. Before the video continue, I request you to join my channel for my financial help, or you can help by super thanks. In today's message, the Father declares, I am the God who has never planted anything sequentially. It gives me great pleasure to take you by surprise with what I have in store for you. It is a source of honor for me to conceal things for you to find, just as it is a source of glory for kings to find treasures that have been hidden away. Both a king and a priest to me, you occupy a unique place in my heart. I cherish you in the highest regard. Despite the fact that you are a servant of Christ, you should be aware that you possess the authority and capacity to defeat the designs of the adversary. Know this, my child, I am disobeying every fake authority that is attempting to prevent you from achieving your goals. You have been misled by those who have persuaded you that you do not have any options available to you. I am waiting for you wherever humans have placed limitations on you. I encourage you to begin actively walking in my glory rather than waiting for it to come to you. You are the repository of my glory, and it is aching to find its way out. Acknowledge and accept this beautiful process of birthing, and allow it to shine through you. When you enter a room, make a declaration to yourself, I release the glory here. You will feel as though you are witnessing extraordinary and unexplainable occurrences unfold right in front of your eyes. People may abruptly leave a room, or strangers may approach you as my glory floods through you, just as Philip did with the Ethiopian eunuch. This experience is similar to what happened to Philip. I promise you that I am using you as a vessel to shed light on the lives of people who are lost, despite the fact that you have been through the experience of darkness. For this particular purpose, I have selected you. You are destined to fulfill a particular calling that is right in front of you. Have the ability to take action ready. I am pouring into you right now, preparing you to pour out upon those who are frantically looking for light in their own darkness. I am giving you the tools to do so. I want you to keep in mind, my dearly loved child, that you have been called to be a guiding light in the middle of the darkness. It is important to remember that I am always with you and that I will never leave you behind, even if you find yourself in seemingly hopeless situations. Put your faith in me and take courageous steps into your calling, for I have selected you to deliver salvation and hope to people who appear to be beyond the possibility of being saved. Today, the Father gives the following message: my house is a place of healing and restoration. This very day, I am pouring down my grace onto you and submerging you in the river of my healing blessings. Both you and the people around you have been influenced by life, which has shaped your expectations and, at times, also caused you to be disappointed. With this exhortation, I want to encourage you to set your sights on greater things and to stop settling for anything less than what the cross has purchased for you in every conceivable aspect of your life. Let rid of any uncertainties and pessimism that you experienced in the past. Please allow me to establish in you a discipline of the Spirit, so that your words and acts will have the same impact as if I had spoken and performed myself. When those who have died are resurrected from the dead and those who are sick are cured, this is the evidence that has been released and transmitted by the resurrection. In the same way that the woman who touched the hem of my garment had an instantaneous washing, I want you to have the courage to anticipate that you will be healed in every facet of your life. You should have faith that you are capable of achieving a higher degree of wellness for yourself and serving as a conduit of healing for other people. It is important to keep in mind that miracles do not always arrive in the form of spectacular gestures or a show about. Because of my lack of ego, I am unable to put on a garish display or perform any kind of vaudevillian dog and pony act. Not only do I do whatever I want, when I want, I don't have to consult with anyone else about it. Open your eyes. I have not retreated or withheld anything from you. Your life is being directed by my hand, and I want you to acknowledge this fact. I am working to ensure that you are miraculously delivered from any obstacle or challenge that you may encounter. Have faith in my ability to bring about healing and transformation on your behalf, and trust in my authority over the situations you find yourself in. However, despite the fact that it will be tempting to concentrate on the increasing number of challenges and difficulties, you must resist the attempts of the adversary to discourage you. You should instead keep your focus on me and the promises that I have made. I will always guide you to expand your trust and demand more from me. I will do this in a consistent manner. You will be able to observe the tremendous work that my healing power continues to do in your life and in the lives of people around you as you continue to develop in your trust and your bold expectations. My child, I want you to make up your mind right now to believe in the boundless possibilities that my healing has to offer. Adopt a perspective that is characterized by divine grace, and allow my healing virtue to permeate your being. You have been called to a life of faith that is more courageous and to higher standards of expectation. You can put your faith in me because I am your devoted Father, and I will be at your side every step of the journey. You are about to enter an upswing season of blessings, increasing favor, and doors opening that are beyond your wildest expectations, according to the Father, who has spoken to you today. The journey through life is full of highs and lows, and there are moments when you find yourself going back to familiar territory in an effort to retrieve what you have lost. There is a possibility that you have made investments in the past, whether it be your time, finances, or even your goals, that did not provide the returns that you had anticipated. I want to reassure you, my kid, that we will continue to play until you emerge victorious. Heaven is never defeated in the competition that is life. It never gives up without obtaining triumph. Your trophy cabinet is not yet completely full, and there are still a great deal of successes waiting for you. Each trophy is a symbolic representation of a voyage that was fraught with difficulties, conflicts, and the quest for mastery. It is important for you to realize that you not only have my favor, but also the special anointing skills and talents that I have bestowed upon you. I want you to know this. These presents were bestowed upon you with the intention of bringing about the realization of the promises that I made in the document that I called my Word. Increasing your expectations is something you should do right now, my child. At this moment, the dreams that you had in the past are being brought back to life. Your existing ideas of your own limitations or bounds should not confine you from pursuing higher objectives. Instead, you should set your eyes on higher aspirations. At this very moment, I am in the process of redrawing the boundaries between what is feasible and what is not feasible. You are experiencing a significant shift in the parameters that were once limiting you. In the process of elevating the level of my favor in your life and achieving your deepest aspirations and dreams, you should get ready for the impossible to become attainable. I am here with you every step of the journey, leading and supporting you, even while you aren't sure what the next step is going to be. When you put your faith in my presence and my plans for your life, you will be able to witness the magnificent things that I am about to accomplish. Embrace this message of encouragement, my child, and allow it to serve as a source of motivation for your determination. You will soar to new heights, fueled by my favor and the realization of your desires, so get ready to witness the transformation of the impossible into reality as you soar to new heights. The Father has revealed to us today that I am always right here by your side. I want you to know that I am completely here and involved in your life, regardless of the difficulties that may arise. Do not allow the circumstances that you are currently experiencing to determine how you see the constancy that I have toward you. Take a look instead at my word, which is the unchanging assurance that I will keep my promises. Have faith in the knowledge that I possess the ability to fulfill your needs. When you are confronted with decisions, you should ask yourself which power you would subject to, the authority of the situation or the authority of my promises. It is important to take into consideration the testimonies of those who have gone before you and have experienced my faithfulness. Do not give in to the temptation of allowing doubt and skepticism to permeate your thoughts while you approach me in prayer. My word is unchanging and unchangeable forever, and the problems you face will ultimately be subservient to the paramount authority of my word. Your birthright, your inheritance, and a glimpse into the future that lies ahead of you are all contained within this article. When you are going through a difficult moment, you might sometimes find yourself asking, God, what are you doing? Rest assured, my child, that I am shaping the course of events in order to bring you to a point where the impact of your words and acts is equivalent to the impact that would be caused if I were to speak or act in your place. It is important to keep in mind that I am the King of Kings, and that I have appointed you to be kings and priests as well, so that you can represent my kingdom on earth. It is important to be aware that Satan's authority in this world is not legitimate, just as kings have authority over their respective kingdoms. Consequently, head forth into the world with self-assurance, putting the directives of my kingdom into practice in your own life as well as in the lives of those around you. I invite you to take on the role of a follower, someone who imitates who I am. In every circumstance, make it a goal to act in the same manner that I would if I were in your position. In the same way that Peter walked on water, you should step out and trust. Kindness should be extended to those who are ostracized, just as I did when I washed the lepers. You must have faith in the power of resurrection and life, since even the dead can be brought back to life. You should be aware that you are a conqueror in everything that you do today, and that you are able to overcome any challenge that comes your way. I want you to have hope, my beloved child, for the future holds many victories and witnesses of my goodness and faithfulness. It is true that everything will work out for your benefit if you believe and experience it. In today's message, the Father declares that the fear of the Lord is pure. The dread of anything else is impure, and it is to be rejected and placed under your feet as a believer who is empowered in my kingdom. It is my intention to reassure you that there is no reason for you to be concerned about the growing darkness that appears to be prevailing in the globe. Do not allow yourself to be disheartened or overcome by the godless persons who make fun of the beliefs that you take very seriously. Truth is always victorious against deceit, and I will continue to be unwavering and unflinching in my commitment to the truth. It is possible that, in the middle of all this commotion, there may be voices inside the community of believers who will want to implant fear and doubt in your heart. It is possible that they will attempt to imply that the degree of anguish you feel about the current situation of the world is a measurement of your level of faith. However, I would like to remind you, my most darling child, that you should not be afraid. It is a source of great joy for me to make the promise of the kingdom to you, since you are a member of my cherished flock. Even though the land is engulfed in darkness, you must not allow yourself to be persuaded by the deceptions and risks posed by the adversary. In accordance with the prophecy of Joel, you should be aware that my people will, at some point in the future, become a powerful nation and awaken. Take precautions to avoid allowing worry to dominate you. Instead, it is crucial to express gratitude in every situation. This is your raison d'être, your identity, and the position that is rightfully yours. While it is true that the globe is currently engulfed in a profound darkness, there is also the possibility that a fresh dawn will soon be sweeping across the mountains. The direction in which you direct your attention will affect the subsequent events. You will be able to maintain your standing in the face of the failure of all human institutions if you make the decision to put your trust only in me and not in any false hope that is marred or compromised. It is a moment of visitation from me that is of great significance, and the transformation is already taking place. Please allow this transition to start within you as you return to the stable foundation that has provided you with nourishment and molded you. Your sacrifices and prayers of intercession should be offered there, as you have faith that change will occur. Despite the fact that I am in the midst of uncertainty, have faith that I am directing a more significant purpose. Do not be afraid, my dear child. Welcome the kingdom that is rightfully yours. You must maintain your unwavering trust and watch while I carry out my intentions. I want you to keep in mind that even if the tides are turning, you still have the ability to make a difference because of your unshakable trust in me. Before the video ends, I would recommend the Holy Bible to read. Please check out the link in the description.